So, your kit has arrived in the mail. Don't let it sit on your counter. Don't be afraid of it. Let's talk about how to open your kit. Let's go over it together. So get your kit out, and let's do this. I'm gonna pretend like you already took the plastic wrap off. Pull that beautiful slide off. I love how this is magnetic. Isn't that cute? Okay, pull that open. Now this is where we need to stop and talk really quick about the difference between the military kit and the other kits, the premium starter kits. The premiums, they're all premium starter kits, but the ones for the military people that are over here with me in my neck of the woods, your oils, I've had this happen, people get to this point and when you get your box open, there's gonna be nothing right here. And then you panic and you say, there's no oils in my box, that's weird. Well, guess what? There's a whole bunch of tubes in your box that you probably maybe even didn't even touch. The tubes have your oils in them. And I believe it's because they went international that they have to keep them protected. So they just do this to make sure your oils are protected. So open those up, pop them out. Sometimes they're difficult to pull out of here, and then put them in this cute little box if you want. Now, I love this box, but if you pull the little ribbon, you have this. Now you're like, okay, what do I do with it? Turn it over on the back. You have this cute little stand so that your oils can now stand up. They can now stand up. Ta-da! Then, Isaac, please don't do that. I'm sorry, I have a child with me here. So then you think, there's nothing else in this box, Erica. What in the world? There's a ribbon right here. Pull the ribbon. Voila! There's Ningxia Red. There's some more oils. There's another bottle of oil. Your Deep Relief, which is amazing. Anytime you need some deep relief in a different area of your body, your neck, your low back, your thighs, maybe you just went on a run and your calves need some deep relief. Great. So, Deep Relief is there. Now, a lot of people don't know what this aroma glider is. Let's talk about the aroma glider. This comes in everybody's kit. You're like, what is that little wiggly thing? Let me put this down. The aroma glider, here. This snaps on to here. So you have to open this. This is a new kit. I feel bad to open it because it's not mine, so I don't want to open it. But you're going to open it, pop the lid off inside. You might need your husband's strength, but I know you're mighty, so you'll be able to do this. But pop the white lid off and push hard, and this will go down and snap in to this bottle. Now, do you only have to use your aroma glider on your Deep Relief bottle? No. It can snap off of here and be placed on any of these all the time. Switch them around. And if you love these aroma gliders, you can totally order a bag of them from Young Living. I have done so. So these pop on here and use them on whatever oil you'd like. But I just wanted you to know this is called an aroma glider, and this is used so that you can roll oil directly on you. You want to clean it. Now, if you're like things clean, if you're like me, I'm like, yeah, just pop it on another one. But some people like to not have dead skin cells and funk on their roller bottle. So you can just use a little bit of alcohol and clean it out. So then that is your aroma glider. Deep Relief. These are your oil samples. There are several in here. I used these when I first got my kit. I used it to just stick in my purse so that when I was out and about and I needed a little peace and calming or a little bit of lavender for a bump or child takes a spill at the park, I would use my lavender. If I see a baby that maybe is struggling and has a little respiratory issue, I pass out my sample of respiratory comfort, right? So that's why you carry those in your purse. You don't have to share them. You can do whatever you want with them. Ningxia Red. My kiddos love this. I love it. It's a great way to support your immune system, but also it has so many, I think I can say antioxidant properties, but I'm not sure. Let's just read what it says. It says energize, fortify, and revitalize. So I would drink this before you're going to the gym in the afternoon, maybe when you are feeling a little slump and you're like, I wish I could take a nap or drink a cup of coffee. Instead, you could do this. This replaces all of your energy drinks that maybe you have been addicted to. So switch these out and you will enjoy some Ningxia Red on a daily basis. Then you have these cute little bottles. When I first began my journey with oils, I used these bottles. I would look up in my essential oils desk reference book different blends. Maybe I would learn for something the kids had, some weird something they had, skin issue or something, and I would say, oh, I could make that blend. I have those 3 oils. I could create that blend myself. And so then I would put it in the bottle and keep it in their bedroom or keep it, up high somewhere away from the kiddos. But of course, I would use that for whatever issue they had. And then when I needed something for myself, maybe for my face, whatever, I used these bottles that way. Now, I use these bottles to share oils with other people. So you choose what works for you. Next, in the kit comes these papers that most people just don't even look at. Open these up. It goes over every single oil that you came in your kit. So if you're like, what in the world do I do with lavender? Then open it up and look at it. This one's like the welcome one. This is frankincense. What do I do with frankincense? It tells you how to use frankincense right here. How to use it. 1 to 2 drops on the face and neck to minimize visual blemishes and add a healthy looking glow. Diffuse during prayer time, yoga, or meditation for a deep spiritual connection. Apply 2 to 4 drops to moisturize dry skin. The list goes on for frankincense. Remember, frankincense is like the coconut oil of oils that has over 10,000 uses. There's also this cute little hole right here that's a punch out. They created these really to go with this. So if you were to share with a friend, you punch out the hole, put some frankincense that you want to share in here, and then put the bottle through here, put the cap on, and then they have something to go home with. That's if you really love your friends and family. Because frankincense is amazing. So that is the cards. Please take time to look at those. You will learn a lot. Then you have your information that came in here. Let's go over that. Trying to put this all back together pretty. In this part of the box, see all of this? A lot of people don't open this either. They think, oh, it's just a form, like to sign somebody up. I don't care about that. You need to care because there's information in here about how to use your oils. You want to further your education. Open this, and I used this when I first started. I posted it up in my medicine cabinet so that I could see how to start ditching and switching. That helped me. So open this pamphlet up. And if you do have a friend you want to share with, that is in there. And there are forms to show you how to have friends join. If you like paperwork, if you like them to join via the internet, you can do the easy way too on the internet. All right, what's next? Let's go over the oils. In this kit, you have cedarwood. Start with cedarwood. During my Ancient Oils of Scripture, we taught about cedarwood being used to build Noah's Ark. How cool is that? We also talked about cedar chest growing up with Grandma. What did Grandma use cedarwood for? Well, she had her cedar chest to preserve things. Cedarwood is a preserving oil. And think about the doors on the chapel. I can't remember where that is in Europe, but the cedarwood oil, or cedarwood doors have been there for like 1,200 years and they still look amazing. So cedarwood does a lot of great things. I can tell you that cedarwood is something I use in my hair on a daily basis for flyaways, for the frizzy hair look that you don't really want. I use a couple drops of cedarwood in the palm of my hand, rub it together, and run it through my hair. I do it when it's dry. I have a friend, she uses it on her hair before she blow dries it. So cedarwood is also very calming, so Brian loves to put it in the diffuser with a little bit of lavender. Lemon oil is just a great skin brightening oil. It also, because it's not a vitality oil right here, none of these oils are vitality, so I can't tell you how to ingest them. I can only talk about diffusing or topically using them. So if you are going to use citrus oils, remember, don't use them before you go out in the sun. They are photosensitive. I know from experience. Aroma Ease, my husband's favorite one after going on a mission trip and having a sore throat and needing to apply it. He just applied it directly on his skin, on his throat for post-nasal drip kind of stuff he was feeling. So Aroma Ease also has ginger in it, so it can be applied to your stomach area if you're having tummy issues. Lavender is like the gateway oil for all of us, right? We all love Young Living's lavender. It's a calming oil. You can put a few drops in your bath water before you go to bed to encourage relaxation. Put it in your diffuser. Put it in your kids' diffuser before they go to bed. RC, Respiratory Comfort. That is just a great oil for your respiratory system, right? So you can mix a carrier and put it on your chest or your kid's chest. Put it on your back. and you can put it on the bottom of your feet. It's just a soothing oil. Some people like it to diffuse it too. I've seen some of your comments on the team page here for diffusing. Great. Purification. If you have stinky kids, stinky animals, stinky trash cans, stinky cars, put a few drops of purification on a couple cotton balls. Put that in your shoe cabinet. Maybe drop a few drops in your kids' shoes at nighttime so that it's ready for them to go. Maybe your husband's boots before they go to work. I use it on my dryer balls. Before I put the laundry into the dryer, I scent my dryer balls. Remember, your dryer sheets are the most toxic thing in your house. So switch out, ditch and switch, and go ahead and get yourself some dryer balls and use purification if you like that scent. It does have tea tree in there, so it's also great for your face for any blemishes you might be dealing with. Pan-Away. Last night I put 10 drops of Pan-Away in my bath water. You might want to start with 5. I think I did a little too much, but I did Epsom salt with Pan-Away for a cool soak. My bones were just kind of feeling achy last night, so I sat in Pan-Away. Pan-Away does have wintergreen in it, and wintergreen can act as an aspirin in your blood system, so you want to be careful. That's why it has a child-proof cap on it. You have to be very careful with any of the oils that have child-proof caps. It's usually because of wintergreen. Pan-Away, though, also has helichrysum in it. So think about times when your body may have had some kind of trauma and you need healing to go to that area. Applying topically helichrysum to the area. Amazing healing. No, I'm sorry, I can't say healing. So sorry. Amazing. It brings the blood flow to the area. This is good practice for me. Digest. Think about digestion. Digest is one that you want to take with you when you go on vacation, when you go to see your family at the holidays and you eat more than you should and you have that bloated feeling, or you just know that you don't eat these foods normally. This would be something that you could rub on your tummy throughout that time. I also have a friend who had been bit, one of our team members, by a nasty caterpillar here, and she used Digest as an oil to help with the itching of the caterpillar. Look at me. Oh my. Peppermint. Peppermint is an oil that my kiddos love for tummy time. When their tummies hurt, peppermint is a cooling oil for their stomachs. Now, it is a hot oil, so you want to make sure that you use peppermint in a way that you use a carrier on their stomachs. But peppermint's also a stimulant, so put a couple drops on your wrist before you go for a run, go to the gym, or a couple drops on the bottom of your feet, and it will stimulate your brain. It gets your brain going. I can't smell peppermint before I go to bed, or my brain is too alert. Thieves is my number one favorite. I save the best for last. Thieves oil, what do you not love about thieves? So support your immune system during the winter months when lots of people are going through the yuck. You don't have to do that. Keep your body above the wellness line with a couple drops of thieves on your feet. 1 to 3 drops is perfect. And diffusing like crazy to keep your family in the healthy range of life, right? So that's just a quick snippet. I'm sure that most of you have gone through your oils already, but do not let them sit here and look pretty on your counter. If you like this pretty display, then do it. I tell people not to put them in a place where you don't see them. It's a whole mindset shift. So you have to put them in a place that you're going to see them on a daily basis and go, oh, I could use blah, blah, blah for this instead of that. And slowly start switching out your uses for your oils, and you'll use them more when you see them. Next is the beautiful home diffuser. So instead of opening this one, I have mine that's been around for several years now, but you take off the lid. There is a fill line in here. Do not get this area here wet, this hole. If you get water into that, that will go into the electrical system, and the water and electricity never mix. So I would suggest using a little cup and pouring it to the fill line here. And then do anywhere from 5 to 8 drops of oil, your choice. You can blend whatever oil you want. There's no rule to what you can and can't blend in here. I mean, there's the thicker oils that are, the viscosity is really thick. Of course, you don't want to use those, and it'll tell you on the bottle you should or shouldn't diffuse. Mickey, let's not do that. So 5 to 8 drops of your oils from the starter kit in here, and then you put the lid back on. You have the cord normally back here, right? You push it once, and it will go constantly. I believe this one is what, 5 hours? Oh dear, I don't remember, but I believe 5 5 hours. It goes constantly. Now, if you want to not, like maybe it's too strong for you to have on constantly, then you can do double click. Just hit it 2 times and it will have a red light. It will no longer be green. It will have a little, this part here will be red. And that goes on and off, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. And this is lit up. If you don't want it to be lit up because you're trying to sleep, then you need to just push and hold this button until the light goes off, but the oil will still diffuse. So you'll still see the mist coming out, but the light won't be lighting up the room. Does that make sense? So I think I've gone over everything in the starter kit. I'm super proud of you for joining our team and making a whole choice, a wellness choice for your life. You're on the path to health and wellness. Thank you for listening. I can't wait to hear your questions.